I'm live. What's happening, everybody? So I decided to do this. I was talking to one of my clients earlier today, and we were doing an exercise. So everybody always talks about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. And I have an exercise I've been doing with my clients for over 20 years that I really think would be really valuable for you to hear. And especially as we're building on Substack or on LinkedIn or whatever you are doing, wherever you are in your journey of building your business, your life, your relationships. I think it's a really powerful exercise that can really have a great impact on you. Because when I was talking to him this morning, he was like really excited about doing this, and his life was already starting to change. And I thought that everybody would really get a kick out of this. So here's what I want to talk about. We all see these memes all the time, these posts from LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you're hanging out on social media and building your business. And wait, before I do this, I'm gonna share this and make sure that there's gonna be some people. Can I add people? I'm gonna cancel that. I want to add some people because I think people are going to get a kick out of this. But mostly I'm doing it. People can rewatch it back. That's fine too. Maybe I won't get a chance to do that. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, so we're always taught that we are the sum of the five people that we hang around with the most. And so what does that actually mean? Well, if you hang around with five millionaires, you're going to be the next millionaire. If you're going to be hanging around with five alcoholics sitting on a bar stool or getting stoned playing Xbox, you're going to get really good at Xbox. It's just human nature. It's biology. It's not anything other than we have patterns of behavior that our brains have formed, and we can subconsciously fall into these patterns for years or even decades if we're not careful, if we're not paying attention to what it is we're doing and who we're surrounding ourselves with. So I've been sober for 22 years now. Some people know that, some people don't. And the reason I bring that up is because I decided to hang around with a bunch of drunks on the bar stool and playing pool and hanging out, till 2 o'clock in the morning. And my life was going nowhere for a really long time. So that was a long time ago now. And I've spent the last over 20 years helping people not fall into those patterns. So this isn't going to be a long Substack live. I just wanted to drop what I got excited about this morning and share it with you guys. So it has such a massive impact on our lives, but it's like a lot of the questions I get are, oh, well, okay, so I'm surrounded by these people that are dragging my life down. I'm not getting where I want to go. I'm not making the money I want. I have bad relationships. My health is failing. What do I do? I can't just kick these people out of my lives. So we need to examine in detail what that actually means. So there's two ways to do that. One is what I call the people tree. And the people tree, and this is the exercise I was doing this morning that got me excited and thinking, ooh, I'm going to share this on Substack. So the people tree is this. I want you to draw a tree. You can draw it. If I had a paper, I would do that. I don't have one in front of me right now. But anyway, I want you to draw a tree on a piece of paper with 5 branches. And on those 5 branches, I want you to write the 5 people that are closest to you. So this is what we do in coaching. And the difference between therapy and coaching, the talk therapy. Now, if you have a serious traumatic problem, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving medical advice. If you have some sort of trauma or emergency, please contact a physician. But I've been doing neuroscience based therapy coaching for 20 years. So it's very effective and it really works. So what we want to do is we want to write down the 5 people that are closest in our lives on each one of those branches so that you have this tree, a big tree trunk, and then you have 5 branches. And then on each of those 5 branches, I want you have your people there. So my friend Tom, my my wife, I mean the 5 people that are closest to you. And then I want you to draw 5 smaller branches off of each of those people. And on those branches, I want you to write down 5 feelings that you associate with those people. Now, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be harmful, it could be super helpful and inspiring. It's up to you. And when you're done, I want you to go back and analyze, how are the people in your life helping your life excel? Or are they helping it excel or drag you back? And all of my coaching and all of my work, whether it's with business people, couples, or whatever, is based on focus. It's based on focus and vision. We all need to have a clear vision. So, what does that mean actually? So, everybody writes business plans, but very few write vision plans. You have to have a vision for your life. Like, what do I want? Do I want $10 million? Am I happy with $100,000? Do I want a Ferrari? Do I want a house? Do I want 5 houses? Do I want kids? Do I want this and that? You need to write down your dreams and visions and goals. And then once you do, then we start to reverse engineer them, right? We're like, well, I want to make $10 million. Okay. And most people quit there because they say, I want to make $10 million. Right now, I have make $20,000 a year. So next year, it's not likely that that's going to happen because you're not even prepared. You don't know how to make $10 million. You don't know how to handle that. So you need to become that person. So it takes time to build into that vision and make it come to life, right? The reason I bring all that up is, I mean, I'm going to do that another Substack live on all of that, but it's the reason I bring it up is because we have our vision. We need to have our vision done, right? That's the first thing that we need to do always. And then we take a look at our people tree and we say, this is my vision. These are my goals. Are these 5 people with these feelings associated with these 5 people? Are they helping me get to my $10 million vision? If they are, then keep hanging around with them. And if they're not, stop hanging around with them. Really. It's really hard, but if you want radical change in your life, you have to create radical change. You have to you have to um, become the person that you want to become now, right? And I'm not saying to run home and get divorced or tell your mom you hate her and don't talk to your family again. There's like mature adult ways to disconnect or at least tail back the people and the amount of time that you spend with harmful people. And we have to cut those toxic people out of our lives aggressively. And sometimes it's your family, right? But there's tactful, mature ways to do that. And it could take time also, but you have to start taking action because nothing changes if nothing changes. Like if you want to make $10 million and you're not right now, or you're not even making really much of any money, I want you to write down what you did yesterday and for the last week. Write down your whole schedule. I opened my eyes at this time. I got out of bed. I brushed my teeth. I did all these things. And I want you to write down exactly what you're doing every day. And you'll see why you're not making $10 million. It's really hard to make $10 million. It's not easy. I've made lots of money and uh, it's hard. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of training, education, psychology. There's a lot of um, emotional management, and there's a lot of change because the way we start out on our path to make the $10 million is a lot different than it ends up. It never goes exactly the way that it starts. Never. It never does. Like Amazon started as a used bookstore in Jeff Bezos' garage 30 years ago. Like everybody sees that and be like, oh, Jeff got lucky and that can't happen to me. Well, he's been doing this for 40 years. He's an analyst. He knows how to study and make really big moves and he's really smart. And he's constantly improving and he surrounds himself with great people. Like none of these people, Steve Jobs, or Tim Cook now, or all these people that are uber successful millionaires, Elon Musk, whoever your success hero is like they don't make decisions on their own. They are all surrounded by teams of coaches, mentors, accountability partners. They all do this together. None of them does it alone. So anyway, that's the first exercise I want you to do is the people tree. And it's really not that hard to do. You could probably do it in like 5 to 10 minutes. Draw a tree, 5 people that are closest to you, and then 5 feelings or 5 words that you associate with that person, and then take a good look at that and be like, compare it to your goals. Are these people going to get me there? If not, cut them out of your life. Right. And if you don't know how to do that, I help people do that. That's one of the things I do. And then the second one is I want you to think. I just named off a bunch of successful people. And this is an easy one. Whenever we get stuck in a decision that we need to make, and it could be whether you're trying to eliminate some of the people in your life or a business move or whatever it is, I want you to think of your success hero. Now, it could be somebody like Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or whoever your success hero is. Or it could be a movie star, a rock star, a celebrity, and uh, any type of person that means something to you, a professional athlete, right? That's a big one for a lot of people. In fact, the client I was working with this morning, his hero, success hero, is Tiger Woods. So we always have to think, all right, I want you to think who is your hero. So when you get into a decision that you have to make, I want you to think if you're in the case of my client this morning, his hero is Tiger Woods. So when he gets into a tough decision, I say this, what would Tiger do? And I want you to think of that. Like if your hero is Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or Oprah or uh, a rock star, I don't know, whoever your rock star hero is, what would they do in that moment? Would they let people talk down to them? Would they let toxic behavior in their lives? No, they would cut those people out of their lives. And so you have to do the same behavior if you want to become just like them. It's a really quick exercise to do. Both of these are. These short little exercises are the small things that add up to big results. So those are the two things I want to leave you with today. One, do your people tree because I'm going to summarize this. We become who we hang around with, right? 5, write 10 down. If you have 10 people, make 10 branches and write 5 feelings for each of those 10 people and be like, are these 5 to 10 people going to help me build my dreams? If not, there's 8 billion people on the planet. Go find 5 or 10 people that are going to help you get closer to your dreams. And 2, name your success hero and say, what would Tiger do? What would Elon do? What would uh, Muhammad Ali do? Who's your hero? What would they do? Would they let people drag them down, talk down to them, keep them from fulfilling their dreams? No, they would kick those people out of their lives. So drill that into your head. And when you're talking to somebody, be like, you're not really helping me get to my dreams. And you can disconnect from them emotionally without saying, oh, I hate you. I don't want you in my life anymore. You could just say, start disconnecting from them emotionally. Stop taking their calls all the time. Stop texting and just kind of ignore them and they'll kind of fall away or they'll grow and then meet you where you are. That's what we do with relationships. It's like sometimes you can't just go get divorced. There could be a lot of love there and maybe you're compatible, but somebody grows and somebody doesn't, or sometimes you grow in different directions. So there's different ways of handling all that stuff. But those are the two things I wanted to leave with you today. Just a quick punch Substack Live about lining up the right people in your life to build your dreams. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Monday and crush it this week. Talk to you soon. Bye.